An excellent Glenn Close performance is the anchor for the Summer book, based on the book by Moomin's creator Tove Jansson. After the death of her mother, Emily Matthews' Sophia is taken by her father, Anders Danielsson Lee, to see her grandmother, played by Close, who lives on an island in the Gulf of Finland. There the two spend the summer exploring and connecting with nature and helping Sophia with her loss as her grandmother confronts her own twilight. This is directed by Charlie McDowell, son of Malcolm, who previously helmed The One I Love and Windfall, and his wife Lily Collins is a producer. I saw this at last year's BFI London Film Festival, and it has finally been released in the US after unsurprisingly being a major hit in Finland earlier in 2025. This is very much carried by Glenn Close's performance as the grandmother, who's very tough and resilient, but has a gentle heart, and she's absolutely compelling. The dynamic between the older woman at the end of her life and the young girl at the start of hers works here, and there's a warmth and humour to it as Close's grandmother spends a lot of time trying to care for and listen to Sophia in her father's absence, who's burying himself in work to avoid facing his own grief. I thought newcomer Emily Matthews was good as the daughter Sophia, precocious and likeable, but still felt authentically like a kid, but this is very much Close's show. We can tell Close is dying because she has the dreaded cough, and there's a boatman who's a metaphor for death, but she's still a fighter, although I will have to admit the thing that I most took away from the film was a scene where Close pees on a rock. As you can tell, and this will be unsurprising to fans of the book, this is not a plot-heavy film at all, which can work in its favour, as it has a very calming and relaxing feeling, but it also feels somewhat slight even at 90 minutes. That being said, I will remind you that I did see this during a hectic film festival, which can exhaust the patience and nuance out of you, so maybe take that with a pinch of salt. The film is generally quite episodic, as Close and her granddaughter go on little adventures, like a long section where they go to a neighbouring house and encounter a bunch of friendly, if not very considerate yuppies. Mostly it's about the beauty of nature. The sound design is especially good here, the crashing of the waves, and a sequence late in the film involving a lighthouse with a fierce storm. I found this to be a rather pleasant film, very gentle in terms of pacing and structure, but it does have some less interesting stretches. It probably won't be as beloved as the book that it's based on, but it is diverting in its own way.